Get to the chopper!
Hi and welcome to Get to the Chopper. Joining me is Jack Johnson. No, not the singer. Mendi Blackhawk number 135, our latest Q Cup debutant.
Thanks for having me, Fergo. Yeah, massive achievement, but probably not as big as getting onto the infamous Get to the Chopper.
Definitely. Now, mate, we will talk about the game. We'll get to that, but you're still smiling, so you must have been absolutely stoked despite the result. I'm going to take you back before the game, about this time last week when you found out. I want to know what you were feeling, what the emotions were, but before we do, we actually got Payne telling Jack the good news on camera. Here it is.
Been part of the club for a long time. I know it's been your dream to play Cup. It's going to come true this weekend, bud.
Oh, Payne. You regret it.
I know you won't, mate. You're the one that earned it. So, you know, you don't have to thank me, mate. It's all your hard work and dedication that got you here, mate. So you'll be in the back row, bud.
Lovely to see that. Now, you hugged Aaron so hard that the mic dropped out. Went a bit inaudible, but probably a good thing you were saying.
Yeah, definitely a good thing. There was a lot of emotion going on at the time. There was a few naughty words slipping. I was just finishing my gym session and Payne pulled me aside, which he does pretty regularly, just to have a chat. And that was when he delivered the good news. I feel like I've been waiting for it for a little while. I was fortunate enough to get selected as captain of the inaugural under-21s year, but unfortunately I tore my ACL in the first trial match for Intrust Super Cup. And so that was 12 months out, which takes me to 2022, where I played a whole year of local A grade and into the Blackhawks. But I guess to sum it up, I just let him know how happy I was and that it was honestly a dream come true. So we played Sunday afternoon, nice and early, and we got to be televised, which was pretty cool. And it was awesome to have the support of my mum and dad, and also brought my grandma. So it was really good to have them there because I don't get to watch as much footy these days now that I'm up in Townsville.
Well, shout out to the Johnsons because I'm sure they'll be tuning in for this. Great for yourself. I'm really pleased for you. Obviously not the result we were looking for there on the weekend, with the Tigers taking a 36-18 victory at Totally Workwear Stadium. For yourself personally, what was it like? Do you recall much? Was it a blur? How was it for you out there?
Yeah, it was, like I said at the start, honestly a dream come true. In terms of physicality, like I've been hit hard all my life, unfortunately. But yeah, so in terms of physicality, it was very physical, but it was just really fast, which some of you may know is not my strong suit. Payne didn't let me know before the game that I had to punch out 80 minutes. I tried my best. My lungs were burning by the end of it, but now that it was finished and it's behind me, I've got a lot of confidence. I feel like I've learnt so much in one game. And just, I guess, the emotion after the game, the excitement, the happiness, just to make it through without, unscathed first and foremost, but also feeling like I'd put myself forward as well as I could. Honestly, felt like I could take on hell with a water pistol.
Lovely analysis, that. Now, since you've debuted, there's been a bit of stuff about you on social media. We've put a few things up. Obviously, you've probably got so many more followers now on Instagram. Once you do this show, that number is going to increase dramatically. You're a strapping bloke. You're taken though, is that correct?
Yes, very taken. My partner lives up in Cairns. Shout out to Maggie. She's studying to be a doctor, so it's going to be stay-at-home dad for the rest of my life.
So ladies, I know he's very attractive, but no sliding into Jack's DMs, please. She is a lucky lady because we're about to show now a bit of modelling you did for us last year. Now, if we thought that was good, get ready to blush because here's a shot of Jack jumped in the ice bath. Just Jack, just his budgie smugglers. Wowee.
Yeah, I've got a good excuse for that, Fergo. We're in the tropical north, mate. You can't wear too many layers of clothing. Any opportunity I get to strip the kit, I'll take it.
Was it a bit cool, that ice bath there?
Yeah, freezing.
Freezing.
Wasn't much on show.
Now, from one good rig to another, don't worry, I'm not going to take my shirt off, but Sylvester Namo, Sly, or Hulk as the boys call him, he is some specimen. Now, he's taking on his former club for the first time when we host the PNG Hunters in round 9 of the Hostplus Cup, and I caught up with him ahead of the clash.
I'm not nervous, but I'm just pretty excited to play against my whole team and some of my teammates. It's gonna be a tough game with them, and pretty looking forward to play against them. Just spoken with like couple of boys, but not really like speaking to them this week. They will be my enemies now. So yeah, just for 80 minutes and then we'll be brothers again after the 80 minutes. Yeah. People in PNG love their footy, and every time like PNG hunters travel to play in different countries and areas, there is always like supporters there to like support the players. And yeah, especially coming up to Township last year and play, it was like we have a lot of people like from PNG cheering for us, and yeah, I got a good couple of tries there, and yeah, the people are happy for the big win. Yeah. Hopefully they will be cheering for us Blackhawks and the PNG hunters and me. It's a different color, but yeah, I'm just trying to give my best for the Blackhawks. Yeah, find it comfortable playing with the boys and yeah, mingle around with the boys, and yeah, I'm happy.
Stoked Sly is on our team this year after terrorising us last year here on Friday night. Now, the Hunters will have a huge supporter base here, cheering them on at Jack Manske Oval, as they always seem to do. After a slow start to their campaign, the Hunters head into the clash on the back of consecutive wins. We need to get our season heading in the right direction. It'll be a physical contest, no doubt. Here's Payne's preview.
South slogan was a step backwards, but I thought on the weekend it was probably 2 or 3 steps forward as a group. You know, and anyone that watched the game would probably agree. So there was plenty of positives to take out of it. We had, you know, I think there was about 8 or 9 blokes that were still eligible for 21. So, you know, we're pretty inexperienced, and, you know, the team we were playing had a lot of experience, so there was plenty of positives. It is a short turnaround, but there's a few things we were disappointed with on the weekend, particularly around our goal line defence. Just getting our correct starting positions, and we let in a few soft tries. So, you know, the things that we need to work on from last week are also the things we need to be good at this week. You know, they're not going to throw extravagant shape at us. They're going to come through the front door. They're going to play a power game, and you know, that area of their game we need to get right. They're a very hard team to stop when they get momentum. They thrive off it. So the more we can starve them of being in that end of the field, we'll go a long way to winning the game of footy.
Now, our under-21s won't be in action. They've got a bye in round 4 of the Hastings Deering Colts competition, which will give them a little extra time to assess what went wrong against the Tigers and iron out a few of those kinks after losing a seesawing battle in Brisbane 24-28. Here's their coach, Roy Baira.
Yeah, especially after a loss, you know, you want to try to get back on the field, but yeah, coming from that round 1 loss and round 3, I think we've got a little bit to work on. Yeah, kicking options, you know, with the net, giving them a few too many 7-tackle sets. Just our ruck work and our marker work, you know, very loose around A. So we want to make sure that, you know, we're going to work on that, you know, in the coming weeks. And you know, that was our first away trip also, just so sort of the routine and they get all that down pat. So we've just got to spend a bit of time together. We've just got to make sure our on-field performance is a hell of a lot better.
Now, we can't have the reigning RLTD Player of the Year on the show without discussing some local league. Roosters last year, Burdekin boy. Now you're at South. I know Cristiano Ronaldo, he's getting massive money in the Saudi Arabian League, but I'm hearing your contract at the Bulls is even more. Is that correct?
You're telling absolute porky, so just what you know is growing inch, Burger.
What's it like being at the Bulls, and why'd you go there, mate?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it at the Bulls. It's a good local club. Had a lovely year last year at Burdekin. Really enjoyed my footy, playing for a good country club. And to be honest, I'd be back there again this year if I sort of didn't start work here in Townsville and, you know, my priority shifted a little bit. But I know the coach of the South Bulls, Andy Walters, shout out to Walters, and Waltleck for all your electrical needs. Knew Andy from under 20s, and he rung me up in the early days and asked me if I could come over, and yeah, it was a no-brainer. So definitely not money related, Fergo.
Not sure. Well, they didn't get the win on the weekend, actually. The Bulls went down to Centrals, the table-topping Tigers securing a 24-18 victory in what was a pretty close contest all the way through. Curtis Solari scored a last-minute try in Ingham to give the Crushers their first win of the season. The defending premiers sneaking past Western Lions 28-24. Conversions proving the difference in that one, though neither goal kicker had a great night with just 2 tries out of 12 converted. The Roosters ran in 12 tries against Norths, belting the Devils 66-10 in air, and Brothers beat a determined Charters Towers team at Jack Manske Oval, the host triumphing 26-16. So early days, Jack, but looks at another open competition as it was last year.
Yeah, definitely, Fergo. The local A grade's very strong again. it's been bolstered up by a few of the young 21 boys coming back into local league, as well as a couple of retired Q Cup boys, and as well as some of our Q Cup boys as well, stepping back like myself, often back into the local league. So yeah, it's a very strong comp this year.
Well, like seeing you in the maroon and white, but loved seeing you in the black and green. Thanks for coming on the show, having a bit of fun. And mate, hopefully we get to see more of you, so thanks for stopping by.
Nah, thank you very much, Fergo, and I agree, I'd love to play a bit more. Payne, if you're watching, bloody play me.
Pick him. Guys, remember you can stay up to date with all your latest Mendi Blackhawks news and updates by jumping on the social media pages and of course our club website. We'll see you next time.